Attention fellow gamers and battalion mates. We here at the Force have identified two Nintendo franchises that are in desperate need of a new entry. The first being Metroid, but Star Fox is also in dire need of a new entry. Now, to understand why there hasn't really been a new entry, we must first go back to the original. The original Star Fox for the SNES. I did a Star Fox retrospective. It's my first video game video, and you can see it wherever. Star Fox was designed to push the current level of tech and be a great demo piece for solid gameplay now and what's to come in the future. That is the embodiment of the original one for the SNES with the Super FX chip. It was very exciting seeing 3D graphics on the SNES, even if they looked like this. Still a good game. And Star Fox 64 furthers this by, just realizing full 3D on-rail shooting, slick and smooth. GameCube, same way. And the Nintendo Wii U tech piece to be demonstrated was the fact that you could use the Wii U gamepad or your Wii controller to steer and look up and down. Not a lot of people enjoyed that. May have to review that one sometime. But we're here today to talk about what does a new Star Fox game need. Say they were to release a new one for the Switch. What would it need? First up, I would argue for online multiplayer. That's right. It's basically a staple nowadays. Like, every big game has online multiplayer. It could be co-op, your friends could take, Pepe's or Slippy's seat in the cockpit, the R-Wing. Or there could be an all-range mode versus, or a, like an on-foot or with different vehicles free-for-all. Multiplayer online, to me, would be the big fundamental addition. Especially since it would be the first Star Fox, or maybe second, depending on that one for the DS that nobody likes to talk about, with online multiplayer. Another great meaningful addition would be long-term progression. Long-term progression generally adds just a ton of value to basically any game. You remember the paychecks from Star Fox 64 after you beat the game? Well, you could use that money in this new game to, say, buy the next level of armor for your R-Wing, or maybe upgrade the Landmaster, or maybe you have to buy a new version of the aquatic submarine vehicle that they use in Aquas to maybe get a harder, bigger bonus in the Aquas level. All types of awesome, meaningful ways to increase what you get out of the game. So, long-term progression would be a phenomenal addition. And the third, I guess hire the guy that did the graphics for Star Fox Zero, because that guy did an amazing job. It felt like I was playing Star Wars instead of Star Fox, and I liked that a lot. But the fourth edition would be not following Star Fox 64's main storyline. We all get it. There is multiple sub-bosses. Andross is the big boss. But hey, what if Andross's strings were being pulled by somebody else in a different galaxy other than the Lilat? What if you had to buy a Great Fox upgrade to go to that galaxy? Just more depth in the gameplay is basically what I'm saying. Say Nintendo is allowed to take suggestions from filthy gaijins, such as myself. They can have all those other ones for free. But this next suggestion is kind of like just a minor one. The composer for the Star Fox for the SNES got his base idea from other military songs, and I kind of feel like the soundtracks after the OG Star Fox feel like less militaristic and more sci-fi. So, we could actually dial it back, grab some of that original military vitality for this next Star Fox release. The last minor suggestion I have goes more along the lines of what Nintendo is already doing, and they're kind of pulling apart gimmicks, because the Wii U was a system of gimmicks. They made the gimmicks the central aspect of the gameplay. Star Fox Zero, where you had to steer the little Wii U gamepad or look up and around with the actual Wii U gamepad to shoot. Nah, Breath of the Wild is an amazing example of Nintendo diminishing the value specifically of the motion controls, where you don't have to rely on it, but it does add to the experience. I mean, I find myself aiming with the Joy-Cons all the time. But that doesn't mean I have to. You can use the directional sticks to do the same thing. So, those are my list of suggestions. I would like to see Star Fox on the Nintendo Switch sometime. I kind of feel like it's due for one. And there's a new entry way overdue for this game. So, have those ideas and you can have them for free. This feels kind of light. $20.